Questions and comments? Questions et commentaires? The honourable member from Regina, Lewvan.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The member for York Centre spoke very eloquently about the balance between labour and employers. A cornerstone of that balance is that in the rare instances where the collective bargaining process breaks down, there's economic pressure on both sides. In a strike or lockout, the employees do not receive their salaries, the employer has to do without their labour. That balance is disrupted if the employer can just bring in replacement workers. So, Madam Speaker, anti-scab legislation is a very important component of preserving that important balance between labour and management. And I wonder if the member for York Centre could clearly commit that the new Liberal government will introduce and pass anti-scab legislation.
The honourable member for Regina, then.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it was great to hear the member from Sackville speak about the collective bargaining process. And of course, a very important part of collective bargaining is the ability for employees to withdraw their labour. And that right really only has effect if the employer can't just bring in replacement workers. So several times in previous parliaments, anti-scab legislation has come forward, and often the Liberals have spoken very positively about it. But when it came down to actually voting for it, on the final reading, they sort of fell away, they didn't show up, they voted against it, that sort of thing. So, Mr. Speaker, now that the Liberals have a majority and could pass anti-scab legislation, I'm wondering if the member for Sackville could commit to do so. Thank you.
L'honorable député de